And we are off again. I just opened Premiere Pro and I forgot I deleted some stuff. Funny. Funny. Oh, I have to pick somebody. Let's take Rainer. Rainer! I feel so sleepy. Not sleepy. Lethargic. Bit slow. It's been a slow day. Made a stew. And I have some bad news. The the football manager save has gone wrong completely. It seems there was a issue with the database or something, but it keeps crashing. So now that's done. I think it will be replaced by Manor Lords. And I have some exciting news. I've been asking for a while to get to 50 subscribers. I've reached 53 today. By the time I'm recording this, I mean, because, I don't know, I hope for more. But now, what's the next target? What's the next magical number? 100? 200? Or should we go big? Should we say 500? We've reached 10% of the target. Let's push it. End of the quarter. God. Oh, sales. Sales, sales, sales. Once in it, you never get out. Anyway, I have no idea what I'm facing. Is that a Tychus? I have no idea. It could be. It could very well be. Yes, and it is. It absolutely is. So we're gonna play this one slow. We're gonna make it cook a bit. Cooking was fun. And then I showed you this a day or two ago. This is a GT 9800 GT. Good old boy from yesteryear. I opened it up and had a look inside, and what I found was, how do we put this nicely? Very old thermal paste. And when I say old, I do mean it was so hard it needed to be scraped off. There was just no other way. I very gently took a cloth and a flat screwdriver head, and I proceeded to rub it off gently. Like I say, there was just no other way. It didn't budge. When I used my nail, it was rock solid. But it came off eventually, after a bit of mechanical persuasion, and I repasted it. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Now it's just a case of building my retro machine, which is going to be a Dell, running on... It's under my desk. I don't know if I... There's a couple of motherboards under my desk. Is it this one? Yes, I believe it is. 2006 vintage Q8200. That is going to be the star of the show. It works. I have tested it. I don't know if I would necessarily be going Windows 11 on it. Unsure about that one. I can. I have run Windows 11 on various unsupported hardware. It's not that difficult, not like everybody say, oh, it's impossible. It's not impossible. They might make it harder in the near future to do it. I believe they would, because Otherwise, it's just a no-brainer. You'd just find the workaround and use that. But in all honesty, I think it's a bloody nice retro kit. Goes into an old retro Dell machine or case. Yeah, I. It is just a fanciful machine. Something from yesteryear. Something from the time I started out with computing properly. I mean, my dad had bought us an old tape one. God, this was years and years ago. Funny how you remember things like that. I struggle with remembering things, but that memory, it was like an old cassette player thing. Music box, basically. But it could read these old um, computer cassettes, tapes, and it could actually run an operating system. I don't know how it worked. It did work, and it was amazing. It was miraculous to my. God, I can't remember how old mind. But that was, like I say, many, many moons ago. I can't even remember how long ago that was. Good 30 years ago? No, it's not 30. It's 20, 24, 25 years ago? 27 years ago? Something like that. Anyway. Again, today with a low energy. I fluctuate between being hyper and being close to being asleep. So much fun. Joyous, some would say. Anyway, who's going to be watching Manor Lords when it launches? Who's going to play it? I certainly am. Can't wait for it. But I do want to see, because I have been watching a series in the beta. It looks amazing. It's not going to look the same if I play it. My title will be The Ultra Novice Plays It Poorly. Yeah, probably something along that line. Now, I've actually not said much about what I have been doing here. So, as I alluded to in the beginning of this match, I decided to play it a bit slower. What I meant by that is I am going to go, or I did go with ground. So I started off with just plain hell of fire bats, in this case for Raynor. Planted some mines, that's just, why not? They didn't really serve a purpose. Yes, they do extra damage to light, plus they have the mines, which is nice. No real purpose beyond that. As soon as he brought out the fire guy, Blaze, I believe, that was redundant. And then these guys shoot the armor, which prompted him to go ground, ground, ground. And him going ground, ground, ground opened up the sky for me. Thus I went air. And what a magnificent choice that is. He has one unit that shoots up. And it can't take on all of my air at once. So I get to do this. The strategy usually works well versus Tychus. It's not foolproof. And as you can see, I am doing both ground and air. Try to keep him from focusing one only. Yes, he's got a lot of ground, but I also don't want to become too dependent on air and then have him counter me and I have no recourse after that. That would be unhelpful. Though I do believe, you see, he went for Vega. Vega is good because Vega can drop these and then they can be shot down. However, I do think they are on borrowed time. I might be very wrong, or I might be very correct. Though I do believe I am correct in this case, they are not doing much. if I'm being very honest. They are actually struggling significantly. All of them are struggling significantly versus us. Which is good. Good for us. Not good for them, obviously. Do I want to do upgrades? Oh, by the way, I'm drinking Pepsi in a Coca-Cola glass. Rebel. Hashtag rebel. Sorry, I just had to. It's warm today. Well, it's warm in here. Feels like I'm in a sauna. Not particularly happy about that. I feel like I'm gonna go Hyperion. Hyperion versus Tychus. I think that's... Would that be seen as being a bit too cocky? I do think it would, actually. It would be a case of, now you're just taking the mick. Which is one of my alternate, I would say, personalities on StarCraft. I used that account, actually, when I last played 3 matches at the same time. And I tried that again. I tried 2 at once. So I was proficient enough to do 3 at once. And now I struggle to... Well, I can do 1. I struggle with even 2. And when I say struggle, it's like... It's not even worth mentioning. It is just... I can't focus on anything. It just doesn't work. Not fun. Not fun at all. Anyway, it looks very, very good for us. Oh, that is... I want to say that is bad manners. I'm happy we're gonna win, but... I feel it's a cheap win when we use abilities that close to their tower. In a match like this, we've been ahead all the time. And to come out now and do that... It just feels a bit dirty. Anyway, oops. Brackets T-Heart GG. Hope you enjoyed this one. It's a brief one, and I'll see you in the next one. Maybe I'll follow this one up with another one. This was too fast. It's the Fast and the Furious. You got family? Let's have a look. Stop. Here we go. Round 2. Fight! It is a swan. This time I went random because why not? If not, why not? Thing my dad used to say. Years and years and years ago. If not, why not? Oh. My neck is a bit clicky today. Feels like the mouse. Click, click, click. Sorry. I like my razor. And there, everything goes all over. Maybe I should focus more on what I'm doing. Another Kerrigan Nova. Nova the Ghost. Abathur. Artanis. We have an Artanis in our team. Who am I facing? Shh, let's be quiet and see. Okay, we didn't see. Oh, did I see? No. Thought I saw something. But what I saw was the mouse. in my OBS screen. By the way, my OBS is slightly elevated from where I am. That's what, if I look up like this to see whether everything's still working fine. I've been having issues with it. A little bit of issues. Every time I do something, I try and tinker. And it doesn't work. Because then everything is broken. Do I want to scan him? Or do I want to wait? I think I will wait. Okay, that was unexpected. It's interesting that they can get this in tier 2 now. That used to be a tier 3 item, if I'm not mistaken. The other thing that shoots hard is tier 3. God, not a raven. Okay. I'm on the Tychus today, it appears. This time, I can't go for that. Ooh, excuse me. Juicy, juicy air. I've got to play it. Ooh. And the Pepsi's giving me a kickback. It seems like it's not happy to have been poured into a Coke glass. Hashtag Pepsi gives you hiccupy burps or something. I don't know what you call it. Herp?
Research complete.
Biccup? I don't know. Never mind. I'm being silly. Like usual. That's par for the course. That's not good. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to change this to Jade. I'm not happy. I am unhappy. My allies aren't beating their waves, so I can't beat mine. What is that? Oh. That's interesting. Is that considered a structure? It must be because it's not fading from the map. Until you remove the fog of war. That is very interesting. I never knew it counted as a structure. What difference that makes depends who you play. There are some units who does significantly more damage to structures. One definitely being the Reaver. I saw that ghost. That ghost's not getting away this time. Shoot it in the face. That's how we do it. Shoot it in the face. Every single time. Bullet after bullet, and this is not working my way either. Thing is, my units get depleted from facing off to the other guys, and then it just becomes harder and harder to do anything. Hope he wins here. Ooh, these are bad for shields, and these guys don't do much versus... That is not ideal. We are not playing this one as well as the previous one. I was looking to do one earlier, and it actually went very well. Unfortunately, it turned out to be a 2v3 because, yeah, somebody decided that they were going to leave early on. I hate leavers. It is so tragic. And now they're going to snipe my units. There we go, they snipe my units. And that creates a problem because now they're low health and now these guys have... it is just such a pain. Such a pain. I can't take anyone out because my units go in damaged. And unfortunately, where the firebats are armored and don't take so much damage from Blaze, which is fire damage himself, these are light. They tend to be eaten alive by fire damage. So not ideal. Not ideal at all. Ugh. My office place feels like a sauna. It is not fun. And I can't open the window because then everything blows around. I don't want my beautiful graphics cards to go flying everywhere. They are gorgeous. There's a NVIDIA Edition GeForce GTX 980, and I still can't beat this wave. That is so frustrating. Maybe I should focus a bit more on what I'm doing there and a bit less on the paraphernalia around me. But saying that, look at this old beast over here. This is a 390, a RX or R9 390X, 8 gig card, the good old days before the new RX models came out, and the RX is quite good. I'm running an RX myself. They're a bit power hungry, but all in all, they are very, very good cards. This is so frustrating. Oh, I forgot to do some upgrades. No wonder my units aren't shooting hard enough. Now they should at least be killing something, and they still don't. Oh, this is so frustrating. I do not know what I'm doing. Well, I know what I'm doing wrong. I've not been paying attention, and I keep on fighting my allies' wave as well, which shows you in the 35% of the kills I get, which you shouldn't get anywhere close to if you are facing Tychus. Oh, he beat his wave, and part of mine. I am very excited. This looks good, except that did not look good. They just sniped every single thing. Please scan and shoot. We need you to pay attention here, Mr. Ally. I really need you to pay attention to this. It's important. And I want to go to... Okay, this is better. It's not ideal, because we're still not doing enough damage to them. Get that one. Get that one. Okay, we're getting some of them now, which is better. But I do feel we need to get tanks. But these tanks deploy so slowly. They're actually doing very well. Oh. Not fun. But these guys are chewing through red. That's actually quite surprising. They're absolutely chewing through them. And now there's no scan. Okay, so that one goes ahead, and oh, that is a big one. Oh, and that's a big one, and now he doesn't scan. Why am I scanning for this guy every single time? I know I'm scanning for him, by the way. Because if he can kill them, he can do some damage to these guys, but he's not doing the damage that I wanted him to do. Oh yeah, come on. Now. Wait, what? How? What did I miss? I feel like I missed something there. How did we just defeat that so easily? Yeah, that made no sense. Oh. I was a bit late in the uptake there. I wanted to get my gas, but I didn't. In a match like this, third gas usually comes at around about this time. Depends, really. Depends when that falls, you go third gas. Not before, definitely not before. Oh, that is why, because they take out... That is so cool. That is so ideal. I love that. I absolutely love it. Good. Oh, that's not good. This guy getting his second breath is not fun, because then he does a lot of damage. We got him. Whew. It is always good to get him. Always, always, always. We are heading up to the time of the previous match, which was only 13 minutes. And that reminds me of the 13 seconds by which Max Verstappen won the sprint race this weekend. And the amount of time that he won the actual race in this weekend. And what happened here? Oh, this Grundle sold everything. There's always somebody like this. That is actually quite sad. Really, it is so bad how guys like these, and he was the weakest, ironically enough. Who was the strongest? Me. But that's it for this one. I'll catch you again in the next one. Let's try and get up to 100 subs by middle of May. Actually, in the last 28 days I got 25. Can we double that in the next 28 days? I actually want to triple that because I want to get 50. No, I want to double. I'm confused. I want to double it. Yeah. YouTuber maths. Go figure it out. I want 100 subs by mid-May. Make it happen. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.